what I talk to my household about is with my daughters, like, my dream for you is I want to raise you to be a great partner, right? I don't want you to be subservient. I'm not telling you to you're not equal. I don't want to teach you to be like behind the way, but I want to teach you how to be a pillar, right? And what your contribution is to a union and how that works and what that means, and the training goes for that, and also for my son what it means to be a man in tomorrow's world. Like, you need to go out and be accountable. No one's gonna be there to save you. There's no Calvary. I tell him all the time. It's like,
No
man,
one's coming to save you, son.
no one's coming to save you.
Welcome to part 2 of What is a Girl Dad / is sending your kid to private school more beneficial / horrifying sex stories
Oh my God. Please, somebody save me.
/ whatever shit we think of next, because who knows what we're going to talk
My
about.
organization.
Yes.
My Back to the Hood organization.
Right, Back to the Hood organization.
Yeah.
Your version of We Got Y'all.
Yes.
The kids don't want to go, Kim.
My kids, I know, they're horrible.
I think the kids want to go until they're there.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone wants, the hood is so glorified now.
Right.
But I think when they're
No, my
there
kids
getting
don't wanna
jumped,
go. Although
then
Corey did walk to 125th Street from our house.
that was what, when you told me that, I was like, what?
125th Street.
And she lives in Jersey.
I live in Fort Lee.
And he
He was
walked
upset, yeah, but he walked
I didn't
there.
think you could walk over the GW.
Yeah, you can walk. It's easy.
I'd be terrified to walk across the GW.
Oh, I used to ride the bike over it all the time. It's great.
Bike
I've heard
is
that. I've
different
heard
than
that.
walk.
Walk is great too. It's beautiful. You just don't.
Sidebar,
Go
this is
over.
hilarious. They're really like not leaving these people alone outside.
I
Do
don't
you
know
hear
why
the
they're
cops?
doing that, because
They're coming
let
right
them
back.
sell their knockoffs.
I know.
They
That'll be
going-
another
That's
episode.
They
New
going-
York. It's crazy.
They're going
Man.
hard. It's crazy.
Anyway.
The economy
Anyway.
that's happening down there,
Is wild.
cracking. I want to know who the plug is. Who's the supplier?
I want
We
want
got a
all the
lady for you.
knockoffs. I'm like,
She keeps
these
her shit
look
around the
amazing.
corner.
No.
Anyway.
She's got like 5 other dudes that are looking out. I'm not even kidding. Anyway, the bootleg lady from yesterday.
Yes.
says-
Was that the one that came up to us?
Yes.
Yes, the lady.
She
that took
came up
all
to
the
us
way-
this morning. That bitch don't sleep. She was out
I
there.
said, "Are you mad? I'm not mad. I'm just like this." I said, "Oh, but you like me."
Wow.
You
Right.
like
Only you, by the way.
I get it,
Because I was like,
that's
she
me.
is rude.
I feel you. I said she ain't mad.
She doesn't deserve our
She
money.
holding her team on her back.
I know.
She was cussing.
Literally, she had like 7 people. Anyway.
We kind of
Anyway,
Okay,
back
let's
to the
bring
point.
it back.
Okay.
Bring it
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. Bringing it back.
Because I got something to say, and this is a really good one.
Say what you gotta say, girl.
No, bring it in. When
I
you bring
brought it in.
She
That
did.
was it.
She did.
You said we're back.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
When?
5 minutes ago.
Yep.
I didn't even hear you.
It's okay. Let's just
We're
keep
back.
going.
My mind's been crazy. Okay, so
Yes.
before we
Oh,
wrap,
let's-
how much time we got left? 22 minutes. There's no way.
She started
just
rolling
started-
before because
we were rolling already.
Yeah.
Oh,
rolling,
but when she
so-
just brought it back. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we're gonna
okay,
have
so-
to mix and match
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
But go
yeah,
ahead.
we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So here's my thing, and Harlem, you can keep all that about me asking if we're back. Because Harlem's gonna be like, Des. So there's been a lot in the media with these women, right? They date these powerful men, right? And all these girls have dads. You know where I'm going with this, do you?
think so.
Yeah, boy. You know, it's my favorite subject. These women date these powerful men. These powerful men treat them bad. These women have all the opportunities in the world to leave. They stay. They take their pictures, they save their emails, and then they come back and they get their money from these men because they've done things to them, they've traumatized them, they've beat them. The men have treated them bad, right?
Yeah.
Now, as a man with money that can be profiled, attacked, sued, but then you're a girl dad.
Yeah.
So what side is wrong? Don't you say that. 2 things can be true at the same time.
Well, here's the thing about that. You can only be really sued, and if you've given people something to sue you for,
Okay.
right? And so,
Really?
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The reality of it is, you're doing something. Though.
True. You
You know
are.
what I mean?
All right.
You
Where
know-
there's
you know-
smoke, there's fire.
There's
That-
smoke. There's fire. Why is your daughter staying?
Well, no, your daughter needs to, again, Like it's the same thing with Bill Cosby. Like, okay, you've been molested 4 times by the same person. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, at a point. You know what I'm saying?
That's really true, though.
I mean, like, right? How many times have we seen it? Like, okay, I understand one time, but like,
Yes,
man, now
yes,
you've
that's
been
how I
abused
feel.
and you've been abused and all these things.
Now
but,
he done
you know
knocked
what I
your
mean?
teeth out 5 times.
You know what I mean? And he's still, but again, like that's when addicts get into, you know, well, this person has mental control over me and all this kind of stuff. Again, your morals
Coercion.
and your values that you're raising and the strength. That's why, again, as a father, you got to be there. Like my daddy used to always say, you know, I don't ever want my daughter to feel like she has to go to a man. So yes, your sister can always come home.
Right.
Y'all black ass got to go.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Go sleep on somebody's couch. Go figure it out.
Right.
Go be a man. But again, that's again the thing about having a father at the house. And so, you know, man, I can't. I won't say one side
But
is
what
right.
do you tell your daughter when she says, "Daddy, I've been with this man. You know, I've been having issues with this man." You know, she may not have told you everything, but you knew there was issues, right?
Yeah.
Now she's like, "I want to sue him. I want to sue him for $10 million because we're done. He doesn't want to be with me anymore. He did all this stuff to me, and he has all this money."
Are y'all married? Or you just
Not
suing him?
married.
You just
Not
suing him?
married. The relationship didn't work.
Well, I
and
pray
I'm broke
I
now.
pray I never get there. But to answer the question, in that scenario, I'm gonna back to play. Right, we're gonna go all the way to the balls to the wall.
You
I'm
got
gonna unpack every resource available, because my daughter.
Yeah.
So I don't even care if she's dead wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to scorch
The earth.
the face of earth for my daughter, right? But to pull it back 2 steps and talk about it, I think to prevent that is really role modeling. And for us in the house, I think I want to be a role model for my daughter, meaning I want to show her when I deal with her mom, this is how men speak to women. This is how you
Preach.
adore them. This is how you respect them. Of all the years in my household, me and my wife has never argued or yelled at the time. We don't disrespect each other. Just so she knows, like, this is how you're supposed to be respected.
Right.
You get it? No one can disrespect you. You're allowed to have your point of view. You're allowed
Right.
to have an opinion, but there's always respectful ways, even in disagreement. So there's never a time where my daughter can have an outburst and scream and yell, which they do. But it's always like, bring it down, because nobody here does that. So where you learn that from? So don't bring outside influences into my house, because I'm not bringing mine here.
Right.
So now that's like it's role modeling for me. And that's how I want to pour into it, to let them know, like, self-worth, how to preserve yourself, how to be in control of your emotions. So in that case of a man, I ask my daughter every day. It's annoying. But she's so irritated by me. I ask her every single day she comes home from school, no one touched you, right? Or I'll tell her every morning, don't
Jay
let nobody
wants to
touch
get a
you.
call. Jay wants to get a call.
I'm like, don't let nobody touch you. They're like, well, who?
Who's touching me, Daddy?
And
Right?
she look at me, she's like,
No.
who's gonna touch me? And
Are
I
you
ask
West
her,
Indian?
yeah.
Hold on, really quick. He's been wanting to be called all season.
Cool.
I am. I'm going to ask him one question.
And I want to
Exactly.
piggyback off of something
Hold on.
you said
Let's see if
too.
he answers.
You know a baseball player.
It's my son's screensaver when I call him. Yeah, it's his uncle.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, you're on the show. You've been dying to be on the show this season. I'm gonna ask you one question and I'm gonna hang up. Okay? Did you just clap?
Not him
I
clapping.
Love you. He's crazy. Jay, what's one thing I ask you all the time? I even called you out of school and asked you this question, and it annoys you.
Oh, yeah. You asked me, have you ever been, like, assaulted, like, sexually assaulted or, like, touched?
Wow.
And I asked you that how often?
Like, every day.
All right, thank you. You were on the show this season.
Good
I
job.
cannot.
And again, that's just
Yeah.
repetition. Every day, did anybody touch you? I don't care if you go to your granny house. Nobody touched you, right?
Because those be the houses.
My
You know
mom
what
used
I
to do that
always
to me.
say, to piggyback
Family
on
be
what
the
you're
one.
saying.
It don't be the stranger.
When a woman gets
Yeah.
violated
Always family.
Always.
by a man, it's because that man doesn't believe he has to answer to somebody else. Right? So, like, if he's doing that to you, the presence of a father or father figure, for that matter,
Yeah. He know he can
right?
beat your ass. He ain't about nothing.
Right.
Your family ain't about nothing.
There's no respect there, right? Like, it must not be nobody coming for
My
me.
daughter knows, because they know me as an Aquarius man. If you do not
Now you
want,
own it, huh?
Yeah, if you do not want the face of earth scorched, because I only have one rhythm, pain.
Right.
You get it? So at the end of the day, they know, like, don't call me with the little pity patter. What's up? Because it's 100,000 miles an hour or it's not. And to your point is, she knows, like, if I tell my dad, someone's going to get held accountable for that.
Yes.
So I know with great judgment, because she's really, really intelligent, she knows what things need my kind of management and what things don't. What needs my opinion and what don't. But again, that's like how I want to role model it. That's how I want to make sure my daughter understands, like, I respect you, just like me and your mom, we're equal in our relationship.
Right.
And this is how a man's supposed to treat her. Make sure, I even tell my son, no matter what, stupid tradition, but make Valentine's Day come, get your mother and your sister some flowers.
Right. Pay the bill. Right.
Make sure you hear, make sure you lock the doors. Make sure you go do this. My daughter come, make sure you do these chores, like, because that repetition is what, when they get out into the world, those are the things they have to lean on.
Yeah.
And I think that's how they're going to really flourish in society.
That's right.
So when you talk about, like, girl dads, like, those are the things that I'm really, like, excited to talk about other brothers with. Like, how are you raising your daughter? What values, what little tidbits are you lending? Because I want to use it and practice it in my house too.
Yeah.
Do you guys do like dad-daughter dates?
Yes.
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
I wish I did that with my dad, and I say that because kids' relationships can evolve. And when I was younger, my mom and dad had such a toxic relationship that it was like, you know, Victor ain't shit. And I was like, okay, well, Victor ain't shit.
Yeah.
And then my dad used to be like, you'll see. That's all he used to say. Okay. And I should be like, well, mom said you. And he'd be like, and he never cared. And I would be like, you like step into the mic. It's all yours. And he'd be like, no, I have nothing to say. And as I got older, I saw Danielle's on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My dad really didn't do nothing but just be a man who moved on and got in a relationship with another woman. But me and my dad are so close, like it's ridiculous. But it got there over time. So I feel like as a little girl, sometimes I'm like, dang, I wish I did some of that stuff with my dad. But I feel like if it's gonna be regardless, because dads and daughters are like the real glue. And what he said and what Kim said about the man feeling like they have to answer to somebody, I've never really got highly disrespected by a nigga, because you already know what Victor and Dad talking about.
Right.
Like I just never, nobody's ever really, like, I've never caught somebody from under a bridge, like, beaten up and, like, disheveled. You know what I'm saying? Because when you meet my dad, you already know he not playing with you. LAPD 34 years. He put you down.
Man.
He
My
don't
daddy
even
gonna
care
kill
about
you,
you.
but-
For real.
You know, that matters though. Like,
Yeah.
if I meet a girl, man, daddy crazy me. Like my wife, my daddy got so many guns and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like, why would, yeah. My brother.
But I asked about the dates and the like the perils, because it's like, how are you nurturing? What steps are you taking?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
nurture
I'm
the
trying to do that
relationship
more.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also nurture it as they get older, because do you fear the change,
Yeah.
the shift?
And so for me, I kind of put my work in early now. Like my daughter's 9, right? So we have the standing, you know, we go to Starbucks together. That's one
Oh,
of our
yeah,
things,
that's-
right?
that's your thing.
She loves to go to Starbucks. And anytime there's a daddy-daughter date or a daddy-daughter ball, or if I see that someone has an event in Atlanta, I get us tickets and we'll go. The school has different things that we'll do. So it's like you have to be just locked in, and we'll get dressed up, and you know, we go do our
Yes,
dance.
the dates is important.
You know what I mean? Even we have our have Black Tax Fest. I always bring my kids, and then we have our time that, regardless of what's going on at this conference, how busy I am, no matter what, I'm always gonna pause, and her and I gonna have our dance.
Now,
You know what I
just
mean?
to pivot before Steve jumps in with his response, because I want to hear it. I know that you are really, you know, you guys, that's where you get your money. Black Tax Fest, financial freedom, taxes. Do you have financial conversations with your daughter, and will you in the future?
Oh yeah, absolutely, all the time.
Because
Yeah, you have to with them all the time, even of how they make money. And like I don't cut any corners with them. Like, you want to make money, then you got to make straight A's. Well, then what if I make all A's and a B? Well, you get 0.
Wow.
You know what I mean? If it's all A's, but I pay them a lot for all A's. Though, right?
Okay.
It's like $200, $100 a A.
So it's
You know what
all
I'm
or
saying?
nothing.
Yeah, so you might make $500. You know
I'm
what
going to
I mean?
ask your wife,
But-
y'all adopt me, I get back.
Right.
I got something I want to
But
do.
if you get a B, you get 1 B, you get 0. All
And
A's you
take
might
the
get
whole report card away.
the whole report card. You know what I mean? So it's either 400 or 500 books or nothing. And so now it's like we gotta. And so those are just some of those core values of listen. You gotta go all the way in. If you can get a you can get an A, you can get a B, you can get an A. You know what I mean? If you want to go to Harvard, this is what shit you got to do. You know what I mean? So I just kind of locked it in with those core values. And I do that with all of my kids. So.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm really big on financial literacy in my house. So I'm always, I give my daughter, we're actually going through it right now. I gave her Rich Dad, Poor Dad for teenagers.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I have her writing me like a book report. She hates it.
You got
But-
the Cash Flow for Kids, the game too? The
Yeah, I
board
got
game?
that, and I got some other thing from a man, Derek Grace. We got his board game. So they play Monopoly a lot. I've got them into Monopoly as children because I just want them to understand the concept of like real estate buying and just subconsciously, even though they don't really have a good grasp on it, but they understand like the competitiveness of going around and trying to get as much as they can so they can sustain when they land on other people's property, have to pay rent, or land on their own or have to pay no rent. You get it? So we're doing that, and even just this week, we just started instilling like. I gave my daughter a green light card, but she'd be whipping it. And she's swiping it everywhere she go. And I'm like, all right, you go out with your friends, you're having a great time, they're shopping. But when she comes home and I showed her receipt, I said, well, what's the value on these things? Let's talk about value because I don't know if you understand the value. So I want to be clear about it. You shouldn't, so let me explain it to you. And she's like, well, I don't. And I said, all right, you know what, going forward, now every week I go get $100 in singles. And because now they have these cards, they just swipe them, and it's like that's really technology, really not just charge your card or just pay it. I'm like,
Tap your phone.
no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So here's $100 bill. Here's $100 singles. Here's yours. You earned it. Your chores, whatever you did, and when it's done, it's done. But now you got to count it out when you want to use it, so you understand the concept of like, oh, this was $18 or this was $79. Well, count out your $79. And when you only have X amount left out of that, then you understand like, not fair, but it's not a ever flowing flow of water that of
like
money.
the
where it
cards
comes.
are. They just my kids just used it. I wish I would have done that. Then y'all house is serious. What y'all put under the pillow for the tooth fairy?
Man.
Oh no, they wicked. They be wanting like 20 bones.
Yeah, like
Wow.
yeah, my
$5.
kids too. They wanted $20 a tooth. I was like,
No,
We
it's
never
not.
did that.
Is crazy.
Now,
Yes.
you get
But the
$5.
singles
Fine.
are working though. The
Yeah.
singles work
The
because
singles
See, I
work.
just
they can
messed up.
they can touch it, they can feel
I
it,
was
and they're
putting
like,
$20 like
and
20.
they like I got
Yeah.
money put in their
20.
wallet,
Yeah,
put in her
they
purse.
like they like.
Make them count the ones. Too.
Yeah,
Make
they
them
get to
count
Is
touch
it
it.
important to teach your daughters financial so they never have to be hogtied?
Yeah, I think it is. I think
Sheesh.
yeah, she said all the time.
I mean, that's how it
Hogtied.
is. I know a lot of women who, you know, like they say baddies. I know a lot of baddies in this world who never got the 1, 2, 3s, ABCs. You know, it's hard to be fine and smart. A lot of people ain't got both.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of women who could have had both, but just got with a man, and then the man leave, and then you hogtied. And there's no other way to say it because you done gave him your youth. You know, all my friends is 40 and up. You 45 outside. These young bitches is cold. Body's cold, sick. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's wicked out here.
Ooh, I see these little girls. I'm like, hey, you shaped like that?
Yeah.
You on your second round? You 22? Hey, turn around, shit. It's crazy. And it's like at 45, when a man done left you and traded it in, now he done came out with the new Maybach. It's sick. And all he want to give you is $5,500 a month. You got 3 kids. Now you in an apartment. She in the house. And it's what do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, what I'm doing to my best to prevent that is, again, I read a great book. It's a little salacious. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. And have you ever heard of that book?
Yeah, I heard
I
that.
haven't.
It's an amazing read.
I read that book because somebody on TikTok told me that it was like, you know, them would be like, Nipsey Hussle recommended this book. And so my brother had bought it and then he gave it to me. And then,
I actually got that. He actually gave me that book.
Wow.
I gave it to my wife to read. He's like, you should read this. And
The Way of the Superior
The
Man.
Way of the Superior
Okay.
Man. The reason why I love it for me as a man is like it kind of gives us what our rule is, what our religion is as men, how we handle our business, how we take care of our family, how we partnership with our women, and how we should help explain to our significant others what role we play in the world and why we need to have the autonomy that we're always asking for. Some people a little immature about it, but the autonomy that we need to make the union work, right? Because we are just shaped and developed different chemically, physically, and all that goes back to the different books of faith, right? But that book is really like a manual of how to deal with it. And what I talk to my household about is with my daughters, like, my dream for you is I want to raise you to be a great partner, right? I don't want you to be subservient. I'm not telling you you're not equal. I don't want to teach you to be like behind the way, but I want to teach you how to be a pillar, right? And what your contribution is to a union and how that works and what that means, and the training goes for that. And also for my son, what it means to be a man in tomorrow's world. Like, you need to go out and be accountable. No one's gonna be there to save you. There's no Calvary. I tell him all the time, I was like,
No
man,
one's coming to save you, son.
no one's coming to save you. And I tell them all the time, one day I won't be here. So all these trainings are for the day that I'm not here. That's it.
Okay,
It's really that
Mufasa.
simple. Nah, but it's
No, it's
Not Mufasa.
And especially for privileged kids too. Like, how do you get a kid that has everything to work hard?
Right.
Like, how do you get kids to bring the dog out of them when they never had any
Yeah,
dog
when
days?
they shut the
Right.
water off.
You know what I mean?
Thank you. You shut. Yeah, no, you got to.
Shut
Remember,
the
we had the
wall.
conversation
Took
with
him back to the
Xavier
hood, right
when
to
I
your
was like,
camp
at
program.
what point did it make you
program.
lock in?
I know.
And he was like, I didn't last week. When you took when I say I woke up in the middle of the night, because Mary knew I had just been on a tramp that week, like just crazy. I woke up, I said, you're cooked. Take this TV off. Give me that computer. Give me that hard drive. Give me that. And he was like, huh? What are you doing? But you have to. Because a privileged kid, they don't have what all the other kids have, but they do have amenities. I'm sure your kids have really nice amenities. iPads, gaming computers, TV, Xbox, phone, Oculus. Yeah,
All
give
that
me that.
bullshit.
Give me
all
that. Give me that. Give me all that. Now you in here with nothing but your homework and your books.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, but I have a question. Is it harder or easier for you to discipline your daughters versus your sons?
It's a little bit harder for me because it takes more energy. And it takes, the hard part too is like sticking with it too. Like, right, I'm gonna put you on punishment, but then I'm damn near on punishment myself too. Now I gotta tell you, I gotta take the shit out the room.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta
That
not
is
go on.
so
We gotta
true.
not go on the damn dinner date. We gotta
Yes.
not do this, not do that. And then in just our house, and my wife is a unicorn, right? And so it's we had a fun house. We do things with our kids, and so when we have to punish them, it's like the whole house is under punishment. So it's like I
Yeah,
have
because
to
you
try
got
to,
one person in jail.
right,
You over there serving time.
right, your ass locked up over here. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
that is very
And
true.
then like oftentimes too, I try to make like our punishments like more short and impactful. Like I think it's
Okay.
hard to
Do the long ones.
a long.
Some kids
extended
need the
period
long
of time.
joints.
Yeah.
They need the sentence.
Yeah, some kids you got to, and so I admit in our house, the long sentences we don't do well with. You grounded for 2 weeks. Like I can't keep anybody
Yeah,
grounded.
you
for
grounding
that.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's why.
I
That's
can't
true.
I can't keep you grounded for that long. So
Yeah.
I have to figure out a way to be impactful, and because again, after and next week you have football game, you got basketball
Right,
game,
how
you
do
got
we do
practice,
all that? Yeah.
and so after all that, it's like they got so much shit going on. It's like you
Right.
can only lock it in for a certain amount of time. So that's again, pull them amenities away, and then they start. They'll go ahead and snap on back. My bad, daddy, my fault.
Right.
And I can kind of course correct them, and we can kind of learn the lesson, and then we can move on. But like I want them to go ahead and learn it, and sometimes it's hitting them right in the mouth with it, make them learn it, and then we go on to the next thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. They got a lot going on, especially at this age. They got activities. There's things at school. They're playing sports. They moving around. I came from a sporting event.
Right.
Daughter's playing basketball. And, like if I tell her every morning, like before you leave, make your bed. But I do. No, you don't. Because now I got to get up after you and go make sure. But now I'm looking. Now she's doing it. But I'm just saying, it's like these things are like instilling repetition.
Right.
And I'm like, well, y'all want a dog. Like my kids are asking me for a dog right now.
Oh boy.
I don't really believe in pets. I don't like pets because I'm not home enough to take care of it.
Right.
And I got to be accountable.
Right.
So I'm like, well, if you want to do this, then you got to make your bed up straight, you and your brother. So once you do it for yourself, manage him, and y'all got to do it for 180 days straight.
Why'd you pick that number?
Because I just know it's retarded. And the thought of it is just so egregious. Like, who's gonna do that?
Right.
But it teaches, like, if you want it, you'll stay down.
Yes.
Because these are not hard things to do.
Yeah.
These are simple things, and I just want to do it. And I'm gonna check it every day. Even the days you don't do it, I'm writing it down in my notebook. And then when they come back to me, then I'm like, yeah, well, we did well
It'll be like
these
on
days.
March 3rd.
They be like, oh no. Then I take a picture of it. And they like,
That's a lot of documentation.
Yeah.
and I was like, every time you don't do it, the time resets.
Right.
Right, because to manage something of a goal of having a pet.
That'd be great because you'll never. The answer is gonna be no forever. Like, oh, you didn't do it. Start it over.
Yeah,
No
like,
pet. No dog.
My thing is like I tell my kids they gotta wake up by themselves. If I gotta keep waking you up in the morning, don't ask me for shit. You ain't ready for you.
Yeah.
You ain't ready to do whatever the case may be. You can't set an alarm and wake up. And
Wake
you're 13
up.
years old, and I gotta constantly keep waking you up every morning.
13, and we already talked about these boys.
Yeah.
That's gonna make you mad. Like it's like they're either on it or they're not. It's the hormones. But when they lock in, I heard like about 16, 17, the clock like really sets. You know? Because I don't get it. It just becomes like, are girls different? Because I have boys. I had a boy come in.
very
He
different.
played basketball for 4 hours. Came in, ate a pack of cookies, and went to sleep. Dinner on the counter. I ain't see it. It made me want to just. I had to just.
Girls are different.
Girls are.
Girls are different. Girls
They're
are different.
smarter, right? I hate
Much
to say
Way
it
more-
like that.
way more intelligent.
Well, independent, I think, is
Much
really
smarter, much
I
independent.
feel like
much more
common sense. You would have went
However,
to the kitchen and opened it. Somebody had to cook something.
but listen,
And Bo was dumb as
the
hell.
emotional,
Yeah.
the
I'm glad you
emotional
good looking, boy.
effort you have to put into a girl, right? Like to me, I look at it. Yes, like my son was in the kitchen a couple years ago, and the girls were laughing because he didn't know how to turn on the stove. I'm like, you don't know how to turn a stove? Like, Corey, hold on a second. Come here. Come here. You know what I'm saying? The girls were using the stove and cooking at like 9, 10 years old. But with him,
Corey got that sweet life. He got 2 sisters and a mom.
right? So he
Yeah.
didn't have to turn.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
So we're looking
Corey
at
like,
him.
what I got to know about this life
Yeah,
for?
like the house about to blow up. What's gas? Is that smell gas in here? Like, you know, he's just something very simple as turning on the stove.
Yeah.
He needed to be like told, like, hey, if you don't see the flame, you gotta turn it back off or you'll blow the whole house up, right? Don't put aluminum foil in the microwave. Like, you can't do it. You're gonna kill
Yeah.
us. But I think
Common sense seems
it's
to
a
be
common
lacking with the boys.
sense thing,
Yeah.
right. But I think
No offense,
once you
guys.
show the boys that, and you have to walk them through, whereas with the girls, you don't have to walk them through that. They pretty much know that. But you're smooth sailing with the boys.
Yeah.
Because once you show them, that's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to. See, now with the girls, something happens. It's just a whole nother thing.
Right.
It's
They
just
got
like
big sisters.
emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness.
They're just
like,
way
you
more-
don't care how I feel.
I tell
I'm
my
like, oh.
daughter, you cannot manipulate me, because I know when you are throwing on the extra, whatever you're doing. Like the other night,
She's probably laughing in her head like,
My dog
I
be looking
can't.
the shit out of me.
Yeah,
You're
I
like, this
can't
isn't
manipulate.
working.
You're being manipulated right now. You're in the matrix.
yeah, you can't get me because I got no emotions for this.
You think so?
Oh, she gets you.
Oh, when you're
Yeah,
saying that
she
to your
gets
daughter,
you.
no, I'm telling you in her head, she's like, boy, you in the matrix right now.
Yeah, I know, I get it, but I'm like, but I'm sober today. You're gonna get me tomorrow, but not today.
That's
The other
funny.
night we together, and I'm like, hey guys, it's 7:00. It's turning 8:00. They on the iPads playing games, talking to their friends. I'm like, hey, y'all gotta come down and get something to eat. 8:15, yo, y'all gotta come down and get something to eat. Texting them, calling. Y'all gotta come down and get something to
It
eat.
ain't just my house being ignored.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just
8:30
thing.
come,
Yeah.
9:00 come, 10, 12 come downstairs, get something to eat. It's getting late. Their mom is out calling, yo, did they eat yet? Yo, I've been calling them for about an hour and a half. No one's saying. My voice is getting hoarse. Why do I have to go through this?
Right.
No one's stupid.
Right.
They have common sense.
Then come down at
10 o'clock
11:30, so
come.
what, they hungry.
Now it's 10:50. They come down. Oh, so what's for dinner?
Nothing.
Kitchen's closed, dog. You know what's for dinner? That bed. You
Air.
feel me? And my daughter's
Who's
like,
more receptive
air
when you're to
sandwich.
your point? Which kid is more like dad's to his point? Like you get the most fear out of him?
my daughter. She's the one that's like, bro, clean it up. He not, cause I'm like a rock. I'm not gonna move.
She's older, right? The daughter.
Yeah, she's older. So she's like, she be telling me, bro, stop. My son want to challenge me.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, he
It's
want to
the
challenge
age.
me. It's
How
all
old your
good.
son, Steve?
He 9.
Okay, so he's actually verse. I got
Yeah.
the 12. I got.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I can't- I
You
can't
have the
flip.
reverse.
Yeah.
When
But
he
it's
went,
not the real challenge. This is like the baby challenge. 'Cause
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
hasn't even like his puberty hasn't happened yet.
When he
But
won
when
a buck,
turned
I'm gonna-
14 is when they.
I'm gonna
start
be
being-
ready. I'm gonna be ready.
No,
I'm staying in shape
if
for
you
that.
see this, y'all start doing your push-ups now, baby.
I'm
I
gonna,
cannot.
I'm gonna box him
We go
out.
bench presses.
Yeah.
But I told them they come down and the crocodile tears. Yo, it's crazy. I didn't even eat today. It's like, well, you wasn't that hungry when you was doing that. Hey,
All the
bro.
poverty tells when you had probably 80 million hot Cheetos and all the snacks, and when it was time for real food, you couldn't
Yes.
have it.
But the moral of the story is like, hey, go upstairs. It's over with. My son is over there having a conniption. Yo, what are you talking about? I didn't get nothing. And then he goes upstairs and he goes away. My daughter's like, all right, I get it. She goes in the cupboard, pours herself some cereal.
Right.
But she's crying. The whole
Right.
time she's crying, but crying to herself.
She's traumatized.
And she's just like, I just don't understand, like, why, like, you had to be like that. I was like, well, I don't know why you had to be like that. You made these choices, and I just want to let you know
You made your choice.
the consequences of your choices. I
Have you
called
guys ever spanked your daughters?
Nah.
I ain't spanked my daughter in so long. The last she was so little. It was like he's like pop her a couple. Yeah. So no, I'm just like I'm a big threat, and I'm gonna beat y'all ass. I told you I'm from Memphis. Y'all do this shit. And now I mean, like I said,
I'm all
they be
talk.
like, this nigga ain't gonna do shit for
Yeah,
real. he
I'm
gonna
all
do
talk.
shit. He gonna do shit, but pop the bill like he gonna do something.
Right.
No, I mean, yeah, you can only do that, but so many times.
Yeah. I think they own my ass at this point.
Yeah.
They on to you.
Well,
They owning me. This mama do shit but
They're on
talk.
to you.
Well, I asked that question because my dad has never hit me, but I never wanted to disappoint him. Like,
Wow, because
Yeah.
it's a disappointment. My dad only
Right.
gave me one spanking in my life, and it was like traumatic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, for me,
It
I
was
remember
traumatic, yeah.
my dad being let down. I don't know what I did. Didn't do good
You
on
told me
something.
that story, made you cry.
And
You
I
felt so
literally
bad.
was like, oh my, mind you, my mom would like whoop my ass every day. And
Mm-hmm.
I just not care about her reaction to things.
Yeah.
But with my dad, I'd be like, oh, he's disappointed.
Right.
Oh my God. Like,
Right. Wow.
yeah.
I don't hit my daughter. I don't yell at my daughter.
Right. But she's crying because
She's
you
very-
didn't give her dinner.
She will debate me, which I do appreciate the debate because I have to have good answers.
Yeah.
I let them debate. Like I let my kids debate because I want them to voice their opinion and advocate for themselves. So she's like, but why? All you had to do is no, I did this or we did that. I gave you a choice. This is how it works. Because that's how opportunities go. You had an opportunity. The door's closed. It's over with.
when it's
Catch it
done,
tomorrow.
It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Catch
daughter
when it's
got that
going on.
ass whooping at one time. She was watching the YouTube videos and shit, and girls was twerking and shit on the YouTube videos. Just
Oh, wow.
a whole bunch of inappropriate shit.
Right.
And my wife found their history on their joint. I was like, also again, it's back there off the pole shit, right? No. You ain't been watching. We ain't watching no ass shaking
Right.
and all that. You too little for this shit. I'm gonna whip your ass. No. But that was really
Well, it's
the only
hard to
time.
hide.
I'm
I
from
think
Memphis
those
is
are good
crazy.
conversations.
Yeah,
I'm
Memphis
from
shit.
Memphis.
That Memphis shit pop out, and I just go back to my, I try to be an elevated, 2025 parent. I've read my books. I'm college educated. I got, but you know what I mean. So I try to go through all the new age millennial parenting. But just from time to time, I just go back to. I'm from Memphis. I'm from the '80s.
Take them
Yeah.
to Memphis.
Sometimes you need
Sometimes
to.
you gotta
Yeah.
take
You know,
them
you
there.
know,
Take
born
'em
in
to
the
Memphis.
'80s. I'm like, I'm on a young dog shit for real. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm born in the '80s for real, kids. I'm telling y'all, all this money and polish shit, I just got this way. You know what I mean? I'm from
We could take it back to the
I'm
ghetto
from a different
university.
place, man. Like I'm trying to, my wife is all polished and coofed and everything, so I be trying to follow her lead, but
No,
it's
it's
like,
good
man,
cop,
bro.
bad cop.
Yes.
like, bro, I'm from the hood, bro. I don't, this shit, you know what I mean? I just got this money.
Yeah.
With the mention of your wife, before we wrap the episode up, because
Yeah.
I know we're
I know.
to our point, but you guys were amazing guests for our last episode. You guys have wives,
Yeah.
and it seems like everyone here loves their daughter. How do you guys? Has it happened yet where you have to be the refs?
No, not really.
Has it not yet?
No, not
Not
really
yet.
in my
Oh,
house.
you'll get
Yeah,
there.
No,
Ooh,
not
right.
really. Yeah,
You'll get there.
Oh, it's coming.
You'll get there.
My daughter and my wife have a really great relationship. They, they just really, really close. You know what I mean? So they, this it's not really. We don't really have that. And my wife ain't one of them people that's jealous of her daughter or any of that kind of stuff, or jealous of our relationship or anything like
No, your
that.
wife's
So,
a very nice, amazing woman.
Yeah,
no,
wifey's here.
My
Yeah.
wife,
Shout out
is
to
here.
wifey.
Yeah, my wife is incredible as far as that. And so our relationship of how I treat my wife and our closeness, like our kids know they can't play us back and forth
Right.
against each other. They know we strong. We got a unity. I tell them
Yeah.
all the time, like even my sons, boy, don't disrespect my damn wife, bro. I don't give a fuck what you got going
Man.
on.
Right.
That's your mom. That's my wife, and don't
Right.
play with my wife, bro.
Oh, I
You know what
love
I'm
I
it.
saying?
like it.
And so, but my daughter also hears these things as well too. Of
Yeah.
like, you know, this is me and your mama, bro. You know what I mean? And so, like that unity, like my kids know there is no division. You can't play us back and forth. You can't. There's
Right.
none of that in my house.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, back to what Steve's point. That's those pillars that you build and you put in your house, and then so it is no back and forth. They can't play it back and forth with you. You know what I mean? That's how you ultimately build a house. You know, with the house that you're looking for.
Very true.
That's good advice.
Yep.
Yep.
I've got one last question for you guys. Who would be the, I guess, celeb or whatever, notable girl dad that you find inspiration from?
Definitely Kobe for me.
Okay. It's a good
Yeah.
one.
That
Yeah,
is a
Kobe.
good
I
one.
mean, he originated the girl
Yeah.
dad
Yeah,
quote.
Kobe's relationship with his daughter, especially Gigi before he passed, it hurt so much because of what he was doing for women's sports and the advocate that he was,
That's right, yeah.
the player he was developing his daughter into being, and just kind of watching that, and this is relationship with them. It helped me a lot of like, hey, this is the bond you want to build, and I was able to kind of watch Kobe, before he passed, and just is like, man, he really was dialed in with those girls. Like they
Yeah.
absolutely adored it. He had all girls too, so he
Yeah.
was like the ultimate girl dad, and you could see it in his daughters. And so I just was always just really admired.
That's
the
a great
mama.
one.
Yeah.
a good
That's a
one.
great one.
I guess I'd probably have to go with like Nipsey and his daughter. Like when he was here, being close to them and seeing that relationship, even though in different times of life they had really close or had challenges, is like what his consistency of dealing with her was, how he just like how he just coddled her but always was downloading her on real world information. That was just very inspiring for someone like me, who my daughter was just born when I was just seeing these things. So giving me like a future look at what it will be or what it could be, and just watching that interaction and the intention of making sure like giving just good wholesome advice daily, and making sure he's there every morning to take her to school, and just carving out those little things that what we talked about over the course of this conversation about girl dates and being role models and being an example and respect and all these different things. Like I learned a lot of that watching how he interacted with his daughter. So that was very inspirational, and seeing no matter as his star got brighter and as
Right.
the things he did got more and more notable, none of that ever changed.
I think being intentional, what Steve was talking about, is the biggest thing too. Like being present and being intentional. Like same thing with me. I take my kids to school pretty much all the time, right? If my wife isn't taking them, but I'm there with them regardless of what we got going on, how many restaurants we got to open, how much time we got to be in the studio. None of that matters. I'll get off a plane and not go to sleep or whatever and go straight to my kids' games, take my kids to school. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to care about how successful you are, about how
Right.
much money you made. They're going to throw up in your face, Dad, your ass was never there for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I tell them all the time, whenever we doing stuff, I just say, kids, just when you get big, I don't want to hear, Dad, you weren't there, you always worked, y'all say this shit to me. They be like, Dad, we're not going to say that. We're not. All right. I've got my records and my receipts, because I am a present father. And you cannot ever, so that's a very intentional thing for me, to make sure that my kids know that I'm there, that I'm there for the small things, the dinner, taking them to school, the homework, the bath time, the small, just everyday life stuff. Like Pop is locked in, I'm present, even within the midst of all the stuff I got going on. But just being very, very intentional with it, and the advice in those conversations, I think is the biggest part. So shout out to Nipsey for that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I mean, that's such a note to end on. Before we get out of here, drop where people can find you, follow you.
You can find me on Instagram, Steve Carlos. Just my name. I ain't got no fancy nickname or nothing.
Same
Just
thing
in real life.
yeah, same thing with me too. At Mowbray Rowan on Instagram and on Facebook, and pretty much everything. It's just my first and last name too. Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, my
Giving
OG.
us
Thank you. This was great.
Thank you guys. It was absolutely dope.
Yeah.
It's a good conversation. You know, I love my kids, so I love talking about them. I
Yep.
didn't know what's going on. It's wicked.
Yeah.
It's wicked outside. I'm scared for these girls and these little boys of the future, especially like the
Yeah.
color kids.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Well, so are we, which is
Yep.
part of why we're doing this.
Right. That's why
So,
we're having these conversations.
Yeah.
I've been
I think the
tossing
future's
to
gonna
them.
be bright for them, though. I think we keep them, we keep them, incubated in this culture and in these right morals and values. And I think with this new world, I think our kids that's been raised the right way, they're gonna really, really thrive.
Yeah. Well, with dads like you guys, I think
Yep.
that I'm hopeful. But on that note, time is slipping away from us and has slipped away on season 3. This was our last episode. I don't even
Wow,
think y'all knew that
congratulations.
you
Thank
you
you.
closed out the
Congratulations.
season for us.
We did it.
Yes.
You did
So,
it.
Thank you.
That is from the principal.
Yes.
All right.
So
like
thank
that.
you for rocking with us. Stay tuned. Hopefully we get renewed. We will, because we about to just renew ourselves.
Yes, baby.
Right? That's it.
Yeah,
Can't cancel us.
Season 4. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace
Can't
out.
cancel if you don't subscribe, right? Or whatever Denzel said.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm
bye.
leaving here with something. That's my favorite Denzel quote.